want to talk about this. Title is Releasing Our Why. Releasing Your Why. I've been dealing with remembering your why, and I've got this from this amazing book that I'm reading by Nona Jones, Success from the Inside Out. Amazing book. I'm reading it right now. But I've come to share with that person. I've been dealing with in my class about church hurt, but it helped. And I've been talking about the importance of remembering your why. Meaning, remember why you started the business. Remember why you decided to walk away from that marriage. Remember why you decided to be single. Remember why you decided to stay married. Remember why you started working out. Whatever it is, remembering your why. Remembering why you started, and that should keep you motivated to keep going, to keep pushing, to not quit, to not give up, all of that stuff. But today I want to talk about releasing the why. There is a difference in remembering the why, because you'll remember will remind you, girl, don't you dare give up, because there's so much. There's a reason why you started this. There's a reason why you started writing the book. That was a reason. That keeps you pumped. But when it comes down to release, it's a different depth of it, because now I gotta learn how to release, meaning let go of some stuff. So I come to encourage, as I'm being encouraged through this amazing book, is releasing our why. How do you release your why? This means that, number one, you're gonna have to let go of some stuff. And when I'm dealing with let go today, I want to talk about let go of your past. One thing about this pandemic and being in isolation and not being around a lot of people, all that great stuff, you just, well, not great stuff, but you end up being isolated, going through depression, self-sabotaging moments of your past, of what you did in your past. And here's the thing I want to talk about, is that releasing your why of your past mistakes, of your past failures, your past hiccups, your past gossip moments, your past betrayal moments. Maybe you were the one that betrayed others. Maybe we were the one. And this is the thing I found out, that we all make mistakes. We all mess up. And one thing about God is such a gentleman that he is a God that will forgive beyond measures. So when I think about releasing my why, I'm thinking about, man, I want to release and let go of the old Tonya. And I'm not talking old 10 years ago. I'm talking old 2 weeks ago. Amen, wall and lights. 2 weeks ago, of whatever you have done, whatever mistakes you made, if you've been molested, if you've been raped, or whatever has happened in your life, we got to learn to release those things if we're going to walk in our successful season, or our transition of becoming this metamorphosis that God has called us to be, which change lives while we're changing ourselves. So here's the thing that I found out, is that when I release my why and I let go, and I learned to release, to let go of my past, I also got to learn to let go of people. Come here. Let go of people. Sometimes we think and we go through the moment of, everybody's supposed to be with us forever. You're supposed to ride out with me. We've been together. You've been my girl for 20, 30 years, and we're going to rock out forever. And that's not always the case. And what happens is that we hold on to these toxic relationships that are destroying us mentally and oh my God, on a whole emotional level, that we are being destroyed because we won't let go of these toxic relationships. Can I come and tell you today, release yourself from toxic people. Even if you are toxic, God, show me so that I'm not being toxic to people around me. So I need you to learn to let go of people. Release your why of people. People that don't mean you no good, or we may ask ourselves this question, why they not around me no more? You know, I don't understand, what did I do to them? Or why they can't stand me? What happened? Baby, nothing happened. You're changing, you're evolving, and it's okay. Everybody is not gonna go to different levels. Come here, Jesus. Everybody couldn't go to the mountain with Jesus. It was only so many. It was only 3 of the disciples, not all of them. But there's places that you're going that everybody cannot go. Be willing to let those toxic relationships go, on top of learning to let people go when you've made the mistake. You may have caused, knowingly, unknowingly, the hurt to this person. You may have been the cause you may have been the one that betrayed this person. Let it go. You did it. Apologize. I promise you, I did a video about your apology really don't mean nothing. Forgive, keep it moving. Pray that they forgive you and keep on moving. And you make sure your heart is right. Lastly, when we learn to forgive, I'm reminded of, and she talks about this in this book, how the man that was in the tomb, I can't think of his name, but he was in there and he was dead. Lazarus, come on here. He was dead for 4 days. And Jesus walked up to the tomb after everybody was upset. Everybody was crying because they were trying to prepare themselves for the death of their brother. They were trying to prepare their minds for the death of their brother. And while they're preparing their minds, Jesus walks up to the tomb and says, hey, Lazarus, come here. Lazarus walked out and he had all of this stuff wrapped around him, which I believe in our natural right now, we have all this stuff, all of our past, all of our mistakes, all of our mess up moments that are wrapped around us. And it's time for us to release those things, to let them go. We gotta learn to release and let go, especially while you're in the pandemic. You don't want this time to be of you being isolated and you're remembering what happened or you're remembering what went down. And now, not only are you isolated, you find yourself self-sabotaging yourself because I made a mistake. You did it. It's done. Go apologize. They don't accept your apology. It is what it is. If you are on the other end and you're waiting for the apology, do not wait. Move on. Release and let go. Everybody is not going to be with you forever. God has called you for greater. And when you're called for greater, not that they're called for less, understand that. No, it's just your seasons are just on a different level. And you got to be okay with that. Release. Let go. Release your why. Release your why from people and from your past so that you can walk into the things that God has called you to do. So if I could encourage anybody, man, you're bigger than that. To hold on to all this stuff and be wrapped up like Lazarus. But the Bible also says that God made sure that he was unwrapped because you need the residue of what happened, but you don't need the reminder all the time of what happened. So keep it moving. Walk in your divine purpose. Release your why in this season. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Go follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and all that. Getting ready for another series for the characteristics of women in the Bible that we're going to be dealing with. And you can also go purchase my book on www.ndfcworldchanges.org. Today, you can purchase that as well. But I thank you so much. I pray you're encouraged and empowered and reminded that release your why. Stop holding on to. Remember your why, but also release. Let go. Let go of some people. And be okay with letting go. And be okay with letting go of your past and people. Love you much. Stay blessed. Have a great day. Have a great week. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.